say would be Harry Styles and Aaron Rodgers. I really I admire their careers and what they've done. That they've been very persevering and they work for what they've done. They're in their own fields, in sports and music. It's not easy to make it, but they work pretty hard to get to where they are right now. Okay, so especially with Harry Styles, I think he has kind of revolutionized what being a man is. So I've learned a lot about fragile masculinity and how to be a man in this new era. And from Aaron Rodgers, I would say like I've learned like what it is to be a man in sports and be a public figure as a man and some figure that all men follow. I think it's in both. In some parts natural. Yeah, I think it comes from our animal instincts, but it is also developed. Like it exists, but it develops and evolves through time. I also think it is both. Empathy, I think, comes from naturally from our family values and our sense of community, but we develop it with what we're taught and we experience every day in our lives. Yeah, definitely. I think love is the basics of humanity and society, and both men and women should be empathetic and loving, so we can prosper as a society.
I think that when I was a kid, I grew up admiring Leo Messi, and now that I am a little bit older, I I try to be like Ilia Topuria, the UFC champion. From Leo Messi, the main characteristic that I admire is that it doesn't matter that he's champion of everything, he has a lot of money, he still be as a humble person and he only focus on his family and soccer and that's all. From Ilia Topuria, I like that he's a strong person and also I like a lot his self-confidence and how he really doesn't care about what people talk about him. He only still focus on himself and in his work, and I think that's why he's a champion right now. I think that I learned about being a disciplined person. I think that that's a key if you want to achieve something in this life. Also, I learned about being a resilient person. It doesn't care that you don't get the result that you want. You always need to keep working and never give up. And finally, I also learned about that you need to believe in yourself because if you don't do it, anyone else will do it for you. I think that it's learned. I have the theory that when we born, we really don't know how to damage another person or something like that. And I also think that it depends a lot on the environment that you grow up. If you grow up looking how a person damaged another person, it will become something so common for you and also something so easy to apply to another person, and that's a problem. I think it's about fears. It's natural because we, like humans, we have the necessity to help another person if he needs. And I also have the theory that when we born, we have this capacity to help, but we start losing it when life becomes harder and it's not everything like we want. And also on the other side, I think it's obviously learned. It could be learned from our family, friends, or also at school. And this is how we recognize what empathy is and that it's good for our society. I think that being an empathetic person, it will help us a lot to our society, because if you try to understand what another person is feeling, or why he's acting in a certain way, we could find here a lot of answer to a lot of problems. Love, I think that this is this is all we need. It could be the solution from any problem that we have in this world. I think that it's so important to a person to love and also to be loved, because this is everything. This is what makes us different to a plant, to animals, and you need to live it.